Shelby, baby. Okay, I think it's important that we set up the rules of this video blog before we do anything else. Okay, first rule. I don't know if it's possible to tag people, but if we tag, I will always tag you in these. You always have to tag me in yours. Just upload the video. 2, has to be under 4 minutes long. 3, it has to include something different. It can't just be a blurb about our lives. It has to contain something intellectually conversable or otherwise something that you've seen recently, something that you want to talk about, something that will lead to a debate or, you know, one of our epic douche wars. Anyway, okay, so those are the rules. 4 minutes, has to include intellectual discussion, can include personal stuff, must have a conversable point. Okay, now, because I'm starting this, and I've taken about 1 minute concerning all of this, here's what I'm going to talk about. I recently watched a documentary about the prison system and a white supremacy prison gang. Okay, yes, I know I'm addicted to documentaries and they really just make people sad about life, but here's what occurred to me. Why is it white supremacy? But then again, they explain it doesn't really mean white supremacy. And for me that doesn't make sense because it's Aryan. But the other thing is, I really can appreciate the term Aryan as not being white supremacy. See, the thing is they're really racist, and they are against the black gangs, but they are with the Hispanic gangs. They like side with the Hispanic gangs. This Aryan gang, it's called the Aryan Brotherhood. It's a prison gang, and they operate outside inside and outside of the penitentiary system. And they've all gone to trial, and it's been this huge FBI investigation. Anyway, all this National Geographic documentary. But, okay, coming back, Aryan does not necessarily mean white supremacy. And I wonder if you know this, because I don't think a lot of people do. Aryan actually started in the Indian country. Like, the first Aryan princes were in northern India. And India used to be huge. It used to take up, like, the majority of the Asian continent. Huge. Like, eliminating China, because China was always freaking big, and eliminating the Middle East, because the Middle East has always been really protective of its land. You know, Jerusalem is like, we're never giving that up again. But, okay, you're talking about Aryan, you're talking about northern Indian. They started Aryan, and Aryan princes were people like Hindus who moved like from northern India into the European, like the way Eastern European, like nearly like Russian European area, where like Turkey and the countries that are now connected with the Middle East now sit in Europe. Aryan also, for me though, that also brings up the point, Aryan does not refer to white. And the symbol, the swastika, actually started in the Aryan part, but what most people don't understand is Aryan is a reference to the Hindu religion. And not just the Hindu religion, but the Hindu religion has basically spawned all of these religions, and Hinduism basically formed Buddhism, which eventually formed Taoism, which translated into what is Baha'i now, and Baha'i is only like 100 years old or something. Okay, it's older than that, I'm sorry. But religion has this very, very familial path. Anyway, so Hindus started the concept of Aryanism because the only thing that united India was the Hindu religion, but the Hindu religion has 2,000 gods. Okay, so naturally people worship way different things, but they still all called themselves Hindus for no apparent reason, even though they spoke different languages and had way different cultures, and they were all in this huge, basically like almost subcontinental country. Okay, so this swastika and the Aryan name actually came from Indians with not whiteness. So when Hitler adapted the idea of Aryan and whiteness, it really wasn't appropriate. The Aryan way is basically describing someone from Scandinavia, and it's like How the hell did that happen? Scandinavians have always been Scandinavian, and they did not come from India. Okay? Okay, so I know this is running like way longer than 4 minutes, but I have to make my final point. The fact that they call themselves the Aryan Brotherhood doesn't relate to race. And I can understand that because the fact was, it was eugenics that Hitler was focusing on. And Aryans were kind of eugenic. They believed themselves superior because of their race and because of the region that they came from. And even though Aryan is so badly overused as something that is Scandinavian, it is technically Indian, but it basically refers to the concept that some races are superior to others, and that is why it is called the Aryan Brotherhood, because it believes the white gang can be more violent and vicious than the black gang, but it also respects the Mexican gangs because it's not based on race. It's just based on the fact that black gangs are more numerous in prison systems and will beat up the whites and the Hispanics, and therefore they are allies, just like in any common war. Okay, I'm going to post this to YouTube, and I'm going to tag you, and you're going to have to respond. Peace.